And so in the meantime, and in between time, the grocery store on MLK closes down. And, and I'm in the community, and, I'm hearing and seeing all these things, and, pastors and different churches are arranging, buses to take people to the grocery store, and, we're giving rides to people to, get food. And, what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to figure out bus routes for people to get food and all this wild stuff. And everybody's saying, they done took our store, and, they closed the store, and I keep the they and them and they and them. And I'm just like, man, who is they? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, and I was like, us it needs to be us, And so right then is when I decided I wanted to do food. And I didn't like the stories and what was being said. Like, the Eastside is a food desert, and Eastside is a food desert and stuff like that. I'm just like, that's wrong, because if we think about what a desert really is, a real desert is made by God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a creation of God. You know what I mean? What we're dealing with was created by man. The resources on the East Side, not having food, not having what we need, you know what I'm saying? The conditions of the East Side weren't created by God. They were created intentionally by man. That's not a food desert. That's a food apartheid. Part of me understanding that was like, okay, I have to like be part of reversing this narrative and reversing this train of thought, where especially those of us who live on the East Side feel like we have to depend on other people who don't come to the East Side, who don't know anybody, who have never been a part of our community to make decisions for us. You know what I'm saying? And then that specifically came from being in a city council meeting, a small, close meeting. Dotson was there. This is back whenever Councilman Pettis was on the city council, and we are talking to the city council about getting the city's help with, East Point, and and making sure that this is something that the East Side can really benefit from, and you know what I'm saying, and really getting the city to buy into it. And I'm sitting there, and there's me, Pettis, and I think Sandino, and maybe Q, and everybody else in the room is white. And they're sitting there. These people are sitting there in front of us having a conversation of whether or not the East Side should have help, or whether or not this is a good idea. And it messed me up. I was just like,
what is happening?
Yeah, because they can't tell you anything about it. They never go over there. They don't know anybody over there. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Imagine me coming to your house and telling you how to raise your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
see, just pause you real quick. That is, to me, that is like the value system that you just talked about where everything came from was personal experience creating empathy. And you're watching people doing the exact opposite.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I can see how that would bother you.
So that's when I was like, okay, well, never again. I don't want to feel like that ever again. So I want to make sure that I'm at every table. I want to make sure that voices of people who often don't get heard are being heard, because for them to have to have a conversation about that is wild, because to me it just makes sense. It's too much like right. You know what I'm saying? That point was when I was like, okay, I gotta do some type of food.